Hello and welcome to Wellbeing Services in the south of Glasgow. My name is Mary and I will be talking you through the relationships during COVID-19 pandemic information sheet. This can be downloaded from the resource section on our website. Here at Wellbeing, we understand that as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, you may have experienced a change in your relationships for many reasons. It is natural to feel overwhelmed in the current situation. However, relationships are important in getting you through this difficult time. It is important to remember that every relationship faces challenges now and again. Relationships were never built with the aim of spending every minute of every day with your partner, so give yourself a break if you're finding it challenging. Any issues in your relationships before COVID-19 may now be heightened due to being forced to be in close confines 24/7. You may be isolating from your loved ones and social distancing from those who would normally provide you with support. You may be experiencing anxiety, panic, fear and uncertainty. You may be worrying about how to pay your mortgage or rent, how to buy food, or you may be even worrying about unemployment. You may also worry about you or your loved one's health. If you are worrying about these or other issues, you are going to be less emotionally available to your partner and may be unable to support one another. It has been reported that lawyers are predicting a very high increase in the divorce rate at the end of this enforced isolation. Indeed, the peak times for divorce petitions generally follow times where couples spend an extended amount of time together, such as Christmas holidays, or summer holidays, or retirement. If you are under prolonged stress, this will have an impact on your mental health, and in turn on your relationship with your partner. Low-level stress under the current situation can take its toll. You may be trying to balance work, children and household responsibilities, waiting in long queues for shopping. This may include homeschooling children while trying to work from home and still maintain your normal household responsibilities and relationships. You may be struggling to get privacy, and little worries or problems can become a big issue. You can't be a parent, a spouse, an employee and a teacher all at the same level. These worries and stresses can lead to an increase in tension and conflict. And as you will see from our information sheet, when we're feeling stressed, that has a physical impact on our body. It has a mental impact on our mind and the thoughts we have. It impacts on our emotions and also in how we behave in response to that. If you don't take proactive steps to keep your relationships healthy, they could disintegrate. Learning to accept personal boundaries for everyone is crucial in maintaining healthy relationships. Remember, we don't all deal with stressful situations in the same way. You may want to know as much as possible about the situation, whereas your partner may not want to know anything. Try to accept and respect each other's views of handling the situation. Difficult conversations around big issues may need to be put on hold while you deal with the COVID-19 situation. If you have been arguing prior to COVID-19, then try calling a truce if the issue hasn't been resolved, in order to make the lockdown situation more bearable. If you were having difficulties in your relationship previously, the lockdown situation may bring these to the surface. You can contact some of the organisations listed in the information sheet for details on how to access counselling and support during this time. Couples thrive when they have a healthy balance of time together and time apart. However, due to the lockdown in place as a result of COVID-19, it may be more difficult to get that time apart. Try to make this a part of your relationship at home by being creative. Go into your children's bedroom, your office or your own bedroom for 1 to 2 hours a day if possible. If you don't have spare rooms, try to create a space in a room where both you and your partner can go for alone time when you need to. It is important that you communicate with your partner about when you need alone time and vice versa, and respect each other's wishes. The time may be the same time each day, or it may vary depending on the demands of that day. Communication is the key to any relationship, whether that's intimate, family, personal, work or friendships. Try to spend time with your partner and devise a routine or plan to manage the tasks that need to be taken care of, such as how will you work from home? How will you homeschool your children? How will you manage any healthcare needs? How will you deal with getting repeat medication from the pharmacy? And how will you manage the household shop? It is managing the day-to-day tasks that can reduce the sense of uncertainty or lack of control, and this can strengthen your relationship by working together as a team. Relationships and mental health. Have you noticed a change in your partner's mood recently? Have they been anxious, low in mood or irritable? Remember, in times of prolonged stress, these changes are common. COVID-19 makes this more challenging as it is something none of us have ever faced before. If you have noticed any of these changes in your partner, try not to read too much into it. If you think something you said or have done is what has triggered these changes, ask them when you are both calm and be direct. If they tell you that you haven't done anything to make them feel like this, believe them. Don't dwell on reading more into the situation. If you find yourself being snappy, critical or judgmental, take a breath and pause. Try to find something kind to say and be patient. Remember, your partner is very likely feeling the same worries and stresses that you are. Try to make a point of saying please and thank you to each other, even for the little things. Be kind to one another, and you will get through this challenging time together. Remember, you are not alone. The feelings of anxiety, fear, anger, frustration and uncertainty are all normal in the current situation, and it's okay to feel like that. Don't add to these difficult emotions by blaming or criticising yourself for what you are experiencing. If you find that you are irritated with your partner, remember, being overexposed to anyone or anything can cause us to feel irritated. Remember, you generally like them, and this is a difficult situation, and it is hard for any of us to be at our best all the time. If you find that you're constantly irritated with your partner, think about what the deeper issue may be. Try to talk to your partner about how you are feeling. Remember to own your feelings. For example, say, I feel angry when you do X, not you make me angry when you do X. Using blame will make it difficult for your partner, who will very likely become defensive, and they have no outlet to manage these feelings. This will very likely just make the situation worse for both of you. If you are living apart, use this time as an opportunity to get to know one another better. Set up dates via online resources such as WhatsApp, FaceTime, Skype, Zoom. Use this quality time to focus on getting to know one another by discussing your fears, your worries, and also your plans for the future. Some people are better than others at chatting online. If you're feeling pressured or worried, plan a time each day and for how long you wish to spend chatting. Remember, a conversation is a two-way activity, so don't feel you have to come up with a topic all the time. If you're self-isolating together, remember you will both very likely be feeling equally stressed. Plan together how you're going to manage your time and space at home. Do you like music in the background? Do you prefer to work in silence? Plan together time, perhaps a meal together, and try to stick to the plan as much as possible, taking turns to do the cooking. Plan a project you would like to do together, or something you've both been planning to but not had the time before. Perhaps take up a new joint hobby. Plan alone time to have a bath, or phone a friend, or watch a favourite TV show, or maybe just listen to music. Try to make this time at least 1 hour each day to help you relieve pressure and tension. If your partner is experiencing anxiety or low mood, check in each day by asking them how they are feeling. Don't judge them for how they are feeling. Ask them if there is anything you can do that will help reduce their anxiety or improve their mood. Try not to bring up big issues to be addressed unless absolutely necessary. Refer to our website, where you'll find a range of self-help materials and online groups that both you or your partner can access. Avoiding fallouts. Be kind to one another. If you're self-isolating, think about how you can use the time to strengthen your relationship in the long term. If you feel frustrated or upset by something your partner does, try not to react, but instead count to 10 or take yourself out of the room until you feel calm. Remember, with the best will in the world, it is natural to get on one another's nerves in this challenging situation. It is how you act that will make the difference. Keep in mind, if you have children, that they learn from what they observe. If you are being abused or think you may be, seek out support to keep safe. There are details on our information sheet which you can get under the resource section on our website. Also on the information sheet are a range of support organisations, specifically in relation to relationships. Many of these are still available, offering you support at this time. However, it is online and telephone support only at the moment. Have you been having suicidal thoughts? If so, discuss this with a loved one, or call Samaritans on 116 123, or access your GP or crisis service via NHS on 111. Thank you for taking the time to listen.